Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we are going to look at the boy, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with full level 10 links. Took a little while to get him the full level 10 links, but I mean, that's just how it goes, right? You know, I'm like rank 900 and I gained like 6 ranks just trying to get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to full level 10 links, so it is not a quick process by any means. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in. We are going to do a bunch of different teams. 164. Oh my god. See, I don't know. I'm tempted. I want to say Gohan is better, but like in this video, we're probably going to look at Gogeta on 5 different teams, because the thing that happens with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it's going to be like this with LR Jiren as well, 3.64 right there, is that they are, like, I don't know if it's actually true, but like Jiren and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta feel like they're like the fastest units in the game or something like that to me. Like with them being super effective against all types while doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 million attack sets and being able to do that like turn 1, like they just, like you're just like incinerating everything in your path just like instantly, right? It's just like bam, 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 stage is over, like every single time. So with that, it's just, it's very interesting, and we're just gonna be blazing through this so fast, and I'm like, yeah, we'll do 5 teams. So for starters, right here, we're just on Shadow Dragon Saga right now, and then of course, you know, we'll look at Shadow Dragon Saga / Great Ape Power. We'll probably look at Kamehameha, Fusion, Final Trump Card. We'll probably just look at all of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's teams, because he is crazy good, right? He's a ridiculously powerful unit. I mean, basically in these Dokkan events throughout this video, he's going to be at 240% attack and defense, 4 key, super effective against all types, the super attack counter. Then he has the 50% attack and defensive buff that he gets on super attack. Like, it's just so crazy. Let's see if we potentially could get his active skill too. That would be nice. Doesn't look like it. Again, because going through these sort of events, like in order to get his active skill being hit 4 times, you just have to get lucky, like in one of the first 2 turns. Alright, his defense 178. So remember, that's a 50% defensive increase after he super attacks. So he's like way in the 200k range for defense. Now, you know, we are on the Shadow Dragon Saga team, but, you know, Gogeta is giving himself the giant Ape Power category buff right here of full 170%, right? So that's the thing. Like, attack, defense, all of those are going to be absolutely, like, off the chain ridiculous for him. I don't think we're going to finish this phase off here, especially if I don't go crazy with super attacks, which I'm not gonna. Okay, perfect. So next, we should be able to get 1 more turn out of this. Again, I don't think we have not been hit 4 times, right? So we're going to make it to turn 6, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta still has not been hit 4 times, because that's what happens. If you put him in slot 1 and he super attacks, it's just, it's GG, like, right? Like in a Dokkan event, I would say like many, like early on phases of like Infinite Dragon Ball history, like Legendary Goku event, like Gogeta, the amount of damage he's doing is just, he's just like tearing through these stages like so fast. That Gogeta, I think, is 55% or 1 dupe, and like that's the level that he's putting out. Like, it's just, it's crazy, it's insane, it's very high. Alright, so that's GG right here. This stage is done. Say goodbye, Gohan and Goten. We'll go to one of these other teams next. Again, I don't know, Fusion. We'll look at Gogeta's again. I mean, the best attacks that we'll probably see is on Shadow Dragon Saga / Great Ape Power, but I mean, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Because we could get like the buff from like the STR Go tanks and stuff. Like there's a lot of good stuff we're going to see from Gogeta in this video for sure. Alright, so now we're on the Shadow Dragon Saga / Great Ape Power team. I went into one of these stages where like Broly and them are just going to be chilling, so we can go ahead and get Gogeta's attack buff. This is a good turn because this is going to be Gogeta without support, right? But remember, a big thing about Gogeta is he is just going to be incredibly powerful, like without support, right? Like he doesn't get as much from like a support type buff as some units like, say, like Kefla or Beerus, who get their attack buff on super attack, right? Gogeta is just start of turn. Like, that's the thing about Gogeta, right? Like, some people could consider him boring, but, you know, I like that they do give us units like this, right? Like, the only thing I wish is that to me, the tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, when he first came out, I think was a bit more fun, just because his counter was 70%, and it was just, it felt so free to me. It was just seemed like every single turn, you're just getting it. It's just like any super attack is going anywhere near Gogeta, and he is just like dog kick shitting the fuck out of whoever's in front of him, right? Like that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta kick is just like, get out of here. Now this, of course, is better. You just go, bitch, and then they're just like out of here, right? Like the eyeball flash, like that Jiren. I love how both Jiren and Gogeta, they're like the two characters that do that, right? And they're both like these like turn one, just like animals, right? That's the other thing too with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, don't forget, is that because he gets a 50% attack and defensive buff, and he is also super effective against all types for 8 turns from the start of turn, and then at turn 9 it becomes just a high chance, 50% chance. You're definitely going to want to go additionals over crit for this Gogeta. Now, you know, crit is going to be very good for his counters, but I mean, it's already a coin flip, and it's only on super attacks. This is not an instance where it's like, you have got to do crit. That's for characters like the Vegetos, right? For the Vegetos, it's like every single, like all their damage is doing from normal attacks, right? Getting crits on normal attacks. So you need to put every point of crit you possibly can into those Vegetos, but this Gogeta is not like that, right? Okay, so what is his defense? 171k is pretty good. I believe with this turn, we should be getting his active skill for next turn, right? So this is going to be good. We're going to have Tora, Gogeta, and we're going to have the Super Saiyan 3 GT Kid Goku. Now, that Super Saiyan 3 GT Kid Goku, too, here's the thing about him. That, I mean, I would have to assume is, like, Gogeta's, like, best friend. Because, you know, they're sharing, like, a lot. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, GT, and Fierce Battle. So they have 5 out of 7 links. And that GT Goku is giving 33% attack as a support type passive as well. And, like, they're both on the Giant Ape category, so that's going to be very powerful. Like, that's going to be just a huge, huge buff that you're going to be able to get. Yeah, and then next turn we're going to be able to get this, so we'll see what attacks that we get there. I also do want to see, like, because we're going to have the active skill for Gogeta next turn, but I do want to see the buff for the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Gogeta without having the active skill up as well. Because, I mean, that's like, you know, you could literally turn one, like, nearly a 5 million attack set with that Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku, and you're super effective against all types. Like, it's legitimately, like, blue, like, STR, LR, blue Gogeta is, again, doing that on, like, turn 5. Like, and this TUR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is just turn 1. Like, power creep absolutely has exploded after LR Jiren, like, was introduced into the game. Or maybe it's like LR STR UI Goku again, like in that sort of like time frame range, power creep exploded in a massive way. Okay, so this is good. Again, we're gonna be able to get 5 out of his 7 links right here. Let's go ahead and pop. Okay, so we're at 164k defense, which is good. In this situation, it's so good for him because remember, he is going to be able to super attack first. He's going to get the 50% defensive increase, but we're going to use his active skill right here. So if Gogeta gets hit 4 times, which is not a bad condition, but remember, Gogeta's moving so fast that sometimes you're just not going to see this. After he gets hit 4 times, he activates a 40% attack and defensive buff for himself. Look at that defense. And he lowers enemy attack and defense by 40%. So, like, this is a super battle road, like, buzzsaw. Right here is what Gogeta has. This is like absolutely, you're just going to disintegrate Super Battle Road with this ability right here. So let's go ahead and see what Gogeta does, what his attack set is. Remember, he's super effective against all types. 6.75 right there. Now, obviously, you know, if you go into like Infinite Dragon Ball History, Legendary Goku event, one of these stages, like, yes, Gogeta, okay, there's the counter, and then this is going to do a lot of damage when Gogeta says, bitch, and you get back. Oh, yeah. All right, goodbye, Paragus. So that's the power of Gogeta right there. That was a very high attack stat as well. Just very impressive. Is this one? I think this guy's 2 dupes. Let me see. All right, so this is a Gogeta with 2 dupes. Let's just go ahead and do this as well. Let's have him do his active skill. Let's go ahead and sit down this Omega. Then we'll get one more like stat next turn. I think we should still have Gogeta's passive active as well. See, that's the thing. Like, his passive, like, they give you 8 turns of that, of just super effective against all types and 40% extra attack and defense. It's like, it's so much. Like, it's very difficult for that to run out. Like, it's, again, you're not going to see that run out that often. I mean, even a lot of these Infinite Dragon Ball history stages and stuff, like, I don't know, like, you know, you can get to, like, turn 15 and stuff like that. Are you kidding me? I don't... Okay, so I don't think this... Thanks, Goku. I'll just hop back in. I don't think this actually continues the turn counter, though. Like, I don't think we're going to lose Gogeta's passive from this. I mean, I'll be able to tell, right? Like, we'll instantly be able to tell just by looking at his defensive stat if Gogeta did lose his passive or not. But I think we should still have it, because the turn counter does pause during these great ape transformations. As you guys can see, it does not go up. So we should... Okay, good. We cannot get super attacks. Good, so we're not going to finish off Broly. Again, we should still have Gogeta's passive active. I mean, this is... Sometimes Great Apes are annoying for showcases and stuff like this, but, you know, if you're in, like, a difficult event, obviously Great Ape transformations are a good thing. You know, like in Legendary Goku event, Super Battle Road especially, you know, just giving yourself a couple extra turns of breathing room, potentially, you know, in Super Battle Road, taking down one of the enemies or something like that. Great Ape transformations are good. I would like to see them buffed further in some manner, but I'm not even sure how, because a lot of them, their transformations are so rare, right? Okay, so we can actually get 6 out of 7 links active. Everything except for Fuse Fighter right here. Yeah, 171k defense. His defense has definitely not... So he still has that passive. Cool. No way Kid Goku is able to finish off Broly right here. I do not believe so. He'd have to double crit. Even an old boss like this, that Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku doesn't hit that hard. Especially with, like, I don't have his links that highly leveled up or anything. Yeah, that's a crit right there. 4.46. Pretty good. I mean, again, that's a very easy turn 1, like, attack set you could do with this guy while being super effective against all types. Like, he's incredibly good, obviously, right? Super Saiyan. Oh, wow, level 9 Link. I'll take that. Cool. Now, another thing to remember with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? This is especially going to be prevalent when linking him up with other big-time fusion units, which definitely, like, you know, a lot of players are going to be doing, is that links like Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, GT, Fuse Fighter, well, I mean, GT added in there also, but these are links that prior to the link level update, it's just like, he's overflowing with Ki, right? Because Gogeta, for the first 8 turns, is 40% attack and defense, super effective against all types guaranteed, but then 4 Ki. So if their link level update system was not around, he would have Shocking Speed, Over in a Flash, GT, Fuse Fighter. Really, none of those would even do anything. Like they would do nothing. Now he's actually getting other buffs, right? Shocking Speed giving 5% defense, Over in a Flash is giving 7% attack, GT gives 10% attack and defense, Fuse Fighter gives 5% attack and defense. So remember, everyone is like, big bad bosses, yes! You know, Majin Buu power! But, like, don't forget that, like, the fusions, and then Universe 6 females as well is another class of characters that got big time buffed. They had links that were basically worthless that now are not worthless, right? But again, like Warriors of Universe 6, Battlefield Diva, all that shit that basically sucked ass before, doesn't anymore. And sorry, Gohan, bitch! Sit down. Sit down, Gohan. That's a good attack set right there. Keep in mind, too, when Gogeta does that counter, that does not count as an attack aimed at him. That's not going to count. So that like he did not receive damage right there, right? So we don't actually get like that credit for having like actually been hit right there, right? So that, of course, is a very important thing to consider. I guess, yeah, here, we'll just have LR God Goku, I guess, finish this turn out right here. We're on, obviously, the Kamehameha team as well. I guess I should mention that. Always got to do, like, a Kamehameha showcase, because, again, I feel like a lot of free-to-play players and a lot of people in general consider Kamehameha to be the best team. For me, without the presence of, like, there's not an equivalent, really, of, like, Supremo Pi of Time or God Topo, you know, Android 17, you know, MVP 17, of course. There's not really an equivalent for units like that, so I'm very hesitant to say that Kamehameha is the best category, but, I mean, I know people go crazy, like, you know, what is it, like 9 out of 10 Dokkan Fest exclusives or something like that are on the category, which obviously is a really big deal, right? And then, by the way, this rotation, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Vegito Blue, this physical Vegito Blue, I mean, Tech Vegito Blue will work well also, but obviously physical Vegito Blue right now, I would probably say, I mean, he's definitely the best EZA in the game. Is he the only EZA that I'll put in the cooler Gogeta, Angel Golden Frieza, Gohan class, though? Maybe I would say Janemba, too. Just Janemba, I mean, is really starting to get hurt by the fact that he's on no teams. Oh, today we're just saying, bitch! And we're getting these every single time. This is good. Yeah, okay. So, in this video, this is the perfect one. You know, this is, you know, Gogeta, full level 10 links and stuff like that. In this one, Gogeta is actually going crazy today with the counter attack. So he's looking very, very impressive. And again, this is what I'm talking about too when it comes to speed, right? Like Gogeta, like there's no like Dokkan boss who's just gonna sit in front of Gogeta and attack him and be able to take him down, right? Like Gogeta is super effective against all types with these like minimum of like 3.5 million attack stats every single turn. And then, like, think about that rotation. So we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I mean, 90% of the time is not going to be doing as much damage in any given turn as that Physical Vegito Blue, right? Like, Physical Vegito Blue is, like, one of the most damaging units in the game, especially once you're getting crits on those counters. It's ridiculous, right? So, that, I think, that has the potential to be, like, one of, I think, people's, like, favorite rotations. That Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and that Vegito Blue together, like, it's just, that is fun, because all those attacks, like, all those counters by Vegito Blue, Gogeta super effective against all types, plus 200k defense, you know, Vegito Blue, when he supers, he's getting the 50% defense. They are a ridiculous 1-2 punch on a rotation for sure. Alright, so now we are over here on the Fusion/Movie Hero team. Definitely still a good team, and then Fusion, you know, has gotten quite a bit of buffs. And, you know, again, I would say, too, my point from earlier, that Fusion has definitely improved with the introduction of, the link level update, right? So, like, you know, Fuse Fighter, like, a lot of these links that, like, a lot of these Gogetas have, that previously wouldn't really give you too much, besides just that extra overflowing Ki, which you don't need. Now is going to give you a little bit of extra, you know, trickle stats in a lot of these different characters, which will be really, really good. Now, I did bring this SCR Gotenks. I wanted to get him on a rotation with Gogeta, but, of course, like, it's like we get all these characters, like, on the second rotation right here. It's actually going to be kind of tough to not finish off, like, a lot of these units quick, so let me try not to. Here, let's attack you. So I'm just attacking type disadvantage here, because I would like to just sort of, like, chill out until I get that Gotenks with Gogeta, but, I mean, we'll see how that's going to work out, right? Pandel is actually a good unit to link up with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well, because she's going to have GT, right? So when we're talking about, like, the Fusion team, there's not other Fusions that have GT, right? So that's a way you could activate that link for Gogeta. Now, I think we could see Pandel and Broadpan get EZAs, and I think that would make them very interesting units in the future. So hopefully we would see that at some point. Yeah, I mean, this is, yeah, we're looking a little bit too good right now in terms of links. So this is GG. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is probably gonna go wild right here. Our defense is a bit lower, but I mean, that's because Blue Gogeta gives what, 130%. Yeah, Fusion is only getting 130%, whereas Movie Hero is getting the 150% buff. Okay. That's important to note, I suppose. And then, of course, we also have the INT Gotenks here. I do have him at full level 10 links, of course. I do love that unit, that INT Gotenks. I mean, for Super Battle Road runs and stuff like that, he is very, very good. All right, let's see if Gogeta wants to get any more counters in, or if he wants to actually get hit by some of these attacks. We'll also be able to see his active skill as well, because there's so many attacks coming in on him. Again, I think we're probably going to finish out a lot. Oh, we got a double super attack, too. Oof. Yeah, goodbye, Cell. We're probably going to finish this off too quick, so I might do one more run of the Fusion team. Maybe I'll go into, like, the Metal Cooler stage, or maybe I'll just go into, like, the Rose stage or something like that. So we can get that Gotenks with his support type buff active. Just remember that SCR Gotenks does give 40% if you're fighting multiple enemies, right? So that could be very, very good to see. We'll definitely keep going, though, here, and let's get Gogeta's active skill. I think Gogeta was hit enough times that we have activated the conditions for that active skill, which is pretty good. And then here's, of course, Gotenks. I just did a level 10 link showcase on him. At the moment, I actually do have a lot of characters that have recently got to link level 10, so Although I have had, like, the last week has been brutal. I've had like 4 characters, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is one of them, that have just been stuck at link level 10. One of them is this guy right here, has been sitting here like blue Gogeta, which is that one link right there. I mean, he's been like that for, again, this has been, I mean, almost 2 weeks now. That blue Gogeta has that one link. Same with the physical LR Goku and Vegeta. The LR physical Gogeta unit. AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I have only one link away, right? I just like STR blue Gogeta, because I'm getting my fusion team ready for, ooh, 3 mil right there. Yeah, you're good. I have him at full level 10 as well. But I'm getting ready for no item runs for Fusion Extreme category Super Battle Road between the Gotenks and Ghost EZA, and, you know, obviously the link level update, and then now in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I definitely think that'll be able to be done, so I do want to get that, have that completed and all that. All right, so we're not going to get any extra links with Gotenks. What's our defense at? 128 right there. Let's go ahead and pop this active skill, and let's see what we're going to do. And then, of course, we also have blue Gogeta right there. That blue Gogeta unit, by the way, is still a handful. Like, especially if, like, you're in a long event. Like, this blue Gogeta, I think, is going to be a key piece to me no iteming Fusion Extreme, because, you know, turn 5, which we're going to hit a lot in those runs, he then gets 50% dodge and guaranteed crits. That's going to be huge when it comes to, like, and then, you know, AG, like, his Super Saiyan version has the 30% chance to dodge, 25%. What is that? I think it's 30. Oh, double digits right there. And a 5 million attack stat. Pretty good. But I think it's 30% chance he has to dodge, right? No, it's 25. But, like, that 25, I'm going to need that 25% chance to dodge to come in clutch a lot when we're going through it. So, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here, let's do another run. Let's I do want to do final trump card as well. We'll keep going. I'm having fun. I mean, this Gogeta is obviously one of the most overwhelming units in the game right now, so we'll keep going. All right, so now we are on the final trump card team. We'll be able to link up pretty well with the LR blue Gogeta right here. What is our defense for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? 160k, yeah. So even though this is a 150% buff across the board, I mean, this is probably like the team that Gogeta might look the most impressive on. I mean, you know, getting him next to that Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku again is going to be very, very crazy and wild, right? But, like, right here, like, Gogeta is just... this team is really going to be able to maximize what he's capable of doing, right? And then, again, on this one, I brought the Tech Vegito Blue, who I actually think will link up slightly better. Does he? No, I guess he doesn't, because it's like Physical Vegito Blue has, what, Prepared for Battle? And then they gave the Tech Vegito Blue, I think, Warrior Gods is the difference between the two of them, I think. Just off the top of my head. So with that, no, I guess they are going to link up about the same with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The two of them, the Physical Vegito Blue and the Tech Vegito Blue. Obviously, Physical Vegito Blue is just far better in, like, every way right now, but, I mean, when they give... I don't even know what they're going to do with Tech Vegito Blue and STR Rose. Like, because look at how insane power creep is right now, right? Like, what is it going to look like by the time we get to those EZAs? Like, Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, STR Ultimate Gohan, you know, Angel Golden Frieza, like those end of 2017 units that came out at the end of 2017, right? What is it going to look like when all those category units start getting their EZAs, right? And then, of course, obviously, you know, Tech Vegito Blue and Rose will be a part of that as well. All right, so this is going to be a good turn. What's his defense? 160k. All right. Be able to get a very solid attack set right here. And, I mean, that's pretty much just going to be GG for Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here. So let's see what attack set we get. And we get to a solid 4 mil. Yeah, it's just, it's crazy. I mean, this guy is just shooting out these attack sets constantly, right? And it's going to be so easy to get, like, you know, 3, 4, or 5 of Gogeta's links almost all the time. Because, I mean, you know, he's got Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Over in a Flash. I mean, those are 4 of the most common links that you're going to find on teams like Kamehameha and Fusion and stuff like that. And Fuse Fighter. Like, all these links are so easy for him to get that, like, you know, you're also... Like, that's the thing. There's a lot of characters you can link level up, but, like, it's not super realistic. You're going to get a lot of their links active a lot, right? Like, I don't know, like, LR Demon King Piccolo is a good unit that comes to mind with that. But then there's characters like these guys who it's like you level up their links, but yeah, you're going to be able to have almost all of them active and shit like that, right? So they're going to look super, super crazy. By the way, remember that a lot of these characters have links that activate on super attack, like Legendary Power, Kamehameha, because still all the time, I mean, there's always new players coming into the game, right? Still all the time, though, there's always people who are like, you know, why is Legendary Power not active right here? Why is Kamehameha not active right there? It's because there are certain links that the buff comes in on super attack, right? It's very important to remember that. There's Vegito Blue triple super, by the way. I love that. Like, these guys still are super fun once they go blue. It's just the fact that you have to wait till turn 4 now to do this, when like Angel Golden Frieza, you know, and you know, INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LR Jiren, like these units are doing that shit turn 1, right? That's kind of just like a bit of a difference there. Okay, so we have Android 17. He's gonna give what? Shocking Speed and Fierce Battle. Ooh, nice. Okay, we can put. This is an interesting turn. Let's put Tech Vegito Blue first. We have everything active except for GT. Curious what Tech Vegito Blue is gonna do right here. It's not gonna be that impressive. And then, of course, we also have Android 17 giving the monster defensive buff, as well as activating Shocking Speed for Gogeta. So let's see what we get right here. You're still taking 18k, under a mil, but remember, this guy can super, you know, 3 or 4 times. I mean, and of course, he builds up his attack quite a bit as he's attacking as well. But, you know, it just goes to show, like, how less impressive he looks compared to some of these other big fusions nowadays. That's all right. It's not a problem for him. I mean, he did come out in 2017, right? Like, it's not like he's really new at all or anything like that. But this is the dude who's just carrying, you know. Because keep in mind, all these attack sets we're seeing, like 3 million, 4 million, stuff like that, you put the 1.5 times multiplier on it, right? Because he's super effective against all types. So, I mean, these are actually all, like, over 5 million attack sets Gogeta's doing. Like, he's just crazy. This fight is done. I mean, the boy is nuts. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is just a beast, an animal, a monster. I mean, you just go through all of that. That's what this INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is. Level 10 links is definitely very worth it, I think. So, let me know what you guys think of our boy INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Again, I think he is tremendous. I mean, I feel like it's like I'm, like, required to say that he's better than Gohan, but, like, the fact that Gogeta, like, his super attack counter is a true coin flip. So, you know, sometimes in Super Battle Road, he's not going to look as impressive as he could, but then you could get turns in Super Battle Road where, like, you know, I'm thinking of the Fusion Extreme stage where you fight, like, Bobbity and his henchmen. Like, you know, you can get, like, Bobbity, Deborah, Yakon, all super attacking, and this Gogeta's just countering everything, obliterating them, taking no damage in the process, and he's just crazy. But it's like, that Tech Ultimate Gohan is just built to be invincible across the entire game, right? Like, people mistakenly think Tech Ultimate Gohan needs to stack to be good, and that's just not correct because of his guard ability. So, very, very impressive, right? Let me know what you guys think of this bad boy right here. Again, he is very, very big time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Oh, by the way, I didn't put... I still haven't put gold and silver equips on him. Maybe I should have, but I'm still doing that Shadow Dragon Saga stage where I'm eventually going to put equips from in there on him. So I'm waiting to do more days of that. But, you know, he's good enough as he was. So, till next time.